Hey team, welcome to your weekly update. I hope everybody has had a great week. We have a lengthy update today, as we haven't had in a little while, so I just want to put that out there up front, but it's very important. Everything from benefits to new things to reminders, okay? So please hang in there with me. Let's start with some of the reminders. Pets at all times must be on leashes. I know we all know this, but sometimes we forget it, and or clients are a little bit, not wanting to work on that with us. But just remind them it's for their own pet safety. This does include even when they're dropping their pets off at daycare. The moment that they're coming out of that vehicle, they need to be on a leash. Really, everybody knows there's, a street right there that's connected right next to Johnson Street. A pet gets distracted and runs off, it would be devastating. But also, we just want to be sure that they're just safe from other pets as well. There are neighbors around with other pets and things like that. We want to be able to secure them quickly and get them into our facility quickly in a safe location, okay? And just talk with the parents about that. It's just protocol. It's nothing about their pet being bad, right? It's nothing like that, because I know you hear some things and they're like, my pet listens and all that stuff. But then they're still just pets and they can be distracted. So getting them on a leash, it's all about their safety and well-being. Get them into the facility quickly. If we need to transport pets back and forth from the hospital to the playground or resort and playground, again, guys, double leashing always. Do not have your phone in your hand when you're transporting a pet to and from a location. It is too risky, and we would all feel terrible if that happened to us and we were distracted, not doing our job properly, taking the pet from one area to the next securely and safely. So please keep the distractions away. No vapes, no phones, no nothing. 2 leashes, 2 hands on the pet, and get them where they need to go safely and securely, okay? No distractions. So that's number 1. Number 2, side notes. It's a repeat thing, right? I haven't talked about it in a while. Nobody really has, but it's still an issue. We do have side notes being unanswered. So please help, even if it's not you that you're receiving a side note about, but you know that maybe the person they're looking for is in an exam room. Please, 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 just let them know that they're in an exam room, and you'll get the message to them shortly, and they'll get back with them just so they hear something. Because when we hear nothing back, it's really hard to know what to tell the client, and it makes it harder when the customer care team members are across the street in a whole different facility, not being able to get the update on their own. So please just share that mindset and help as best you can, as often as you can. New things. Now that we have our new parking lot over on Newell Street, please save the 2 parking spots that are concreted in right next to the air conditioner over at the playground for our clients to park and be able to come into our facility and tour or ask questions and just really be inviting to them. We only have the 1 space up front that's handicapped. Obviously, people are going to be a little bit funny about parking in there, even though they've had to for so long. Because the only spot we really had available. Again, now that we have the space, let's park over in the gravel lot and save these 2 parking spaces. The other 2 parking spaces on the other side of the air conditioner, that's fine if you guys would like to park there, especially if you are coming in or leaving after dark. For sure, totally understand that. You can use those spaces as you need. But please save the 2 on the side and the front for our clients, as now that we have more options. Good deal. Okay, otherwise, here's a big one. Our current 12 to 7 shift on weekend days, Saturday and Sunday, for doctors and nurses. This shift is actually going to be moved over into an 8 to 4 shift. We're hoping this helps with some work-life balance things, getting you home earlier on weekends, but we're also thinking it'll help a ton with patient load for hospitalized patient care, being able to share that load with another doctor and team, also just walk-ins and things like that. I know in the mornings it can get a little wild until the next doctor gets in at times, so it'll be really nice to be able to have a secondary doctor there in the morning quicker and earlier to help with all this workload that's happening. So really excited for this, really excited for this. And with this change, I do believe it's going to help us even more so than we've already been seeing some gaps in our schedule and able to feel a little bit more like things are getting normal and it's not so hectic. But with this change as well, we feel like we can completely remove limitations on wellness and puppy kitten series, all wellness type appointments. So 7 days a week, we can be fully available with no limitations on wellness care. So please feel free to remove those blocks. You don't have to think like that anymore and have to count how many there are per day. I know we ran into a little bit of a rabies vaccine availability snag, but we were able to secure more from another clinic that we can borrow from in return, which is really nice to have great neighbors. And we feel at this time we can open up completely. I'm so excited to finally feel like we're getting back to normal. No more, hopefully that stays to be true, but COVID has really taken a dip down. We haven't seen as much of that. It's not taking as big of a toll on other businesses and such as bad to where other veterinary practices are shut down or reduced in hours as much. And they're able to see their regular clientele that we were seeing, as well as hurricanes not pushing and devastating areas as much, to where we've had a decent year, and they're able to see back their clients now that they're fixed back up and ready and running again. So without the inundation from other veterinary practices being pushed because of natural disasters and other awful things, we can get back to our regular patient care, which is phenomenal news. And it's been a long time, guys, so welcome back to somewhat more of normalcy. I'm really excited to be able to see our patients and clients in a more normal way and get them in here, spending additional time on those who are truly our clients and coming back to us for routine care and for their sick visits and such as well. So really excited for that. Lastly, I want to go over some benefit updates. We have some big ones. One is open enrollment time. So I know everybody gets excited about this, but then we also forget about this. It's very important, and I know that if you sit back and think about benefits for a minute there for you and your family, if you have it with us, or if you need it and you are looking forward to getting it, it's a big deal. When we get sick, if you need routine dental and vision care, all that kind of stuff is very, very important for us. And nobody likes a hiccup or a mistake when it comes down to that. Because when you need it, and you need it now. So let's be sure we get this right. Open enrollment, all benefit changes will be effective as of April 1st. Our IRG reps will be here in the clinic between March 14th and March 18th. They will be there from 8 a.m. till noon every day, as well as 4 p.m. till 10 p.m. So we were able to discuss with them and come up with a flexible plan for a couple days, again, 3/14 to 3/18, from 8 to noon, 4 to 10, to be able to get you guys the most available options for you to come in and meet with these reps and decide what's best for you and your family, okay? So that's important to know the dates, and it's especially important to know the times. We don't have a sign-up sheet or anything like that as of now, but guys, it's very important that you hear me on this, because every single person who works with LVCC needs to meet with a rep between these dates and times if you've been employed for 60 days or longer. So if you have benefits already and need to continue it, meet with them. If you have benefits already and need to change, meet with them. Doesn't matter if you're adding or reducing. If you don't have benefits and you'd like some, hurry. We got to make some appointments between those times, okay? So make sure you stay with them. And if you have benefits and you don't want it anymore, or if you don't have benefits and you still don't want it, you have to decline. So either way, everybody that's been there for 60 days or longer has to meet with a rep and tell them what you would like to do. Again, nobody likes hiccups in this area. We really like to make this right for you. Please help us help you, okay? So that's for that. For those of you who haven't been with us for 60 days, you'll be contacted at that point once you reach your 60-day mark individually, okay? So you don't have to worry. That will happen naturally for you. And then the last benefit update I have, as many people are out and about right now, which I'm very proud of our team for securing, first-time cars on your own, getting your first home. Maybe it's just a new home. Maybe it's whatever it is. Need an extra credit line increased. All kinds of things. Life happens, and as you grow and the world changes, more needs arise. And with that being said, a lot of times we need to have employment and income verification for those purposes, for like loans and such like that. NVA has now partnered with Equifax. They have something called the Workforce. So you can now let the qualified vendor know that we do work with the workforce. So instead of you having to fill out all kinds of additional paperwork and stuff like that, you can give the confirmation, and I will post in the update kind of how to do it. Or if you forget later on, you can always reach out to HR, Jamie or myself, to get your little key so that you can give that to them for a one-time secure use to get your personal information to pull it directly from Equifax. So they no longer will have to do a lot of waiting, calling us and waiting for one of us to be able to answer them and that kind of thing. It's a much easier process. They can do it right there in the office, should be right there in the moment, and you should be able to know quicker if you would be able to secure that loan or finance something or increase credit line or whatever it might be. So that's really exciting. I'm happy we can do that with NVA as our partner. I know you guys are probably gonna have questions about that, but again, the qualified vendor you're gonna be working with when that happens is gonna know about the workforce already, because it's something they'll be utilizing with other companies. So they'll be able to walk you through that kind of thing. And again, any questions come up on how to secure your simple secure key, I will post on how to do that here with the link on the update. However, we'll also have it saved for if you have any questions, we can send that to you within 24 hours or so. So I'd suggest saving it now and knowing that you have that option for future use. And again, if you ever have any questions, you can always come back to us on that. Alrighty guys, so that's the big update for the week. If you have any questions, please get with your manager or myself personally. Be happy to walk you through those things and answer any questions you may have. Thanks so much guys, have a great week.